Hello, and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. I'm going to talk about Cardano and price action because everyone loves to talk about price action because it's pricey and actiony. But anyways, Cardano, we know recently last month had a big bull run leading up to the Mary hard fork, and the third one is the Alonzo hard fork. Now, during the Mary hard fork, Bitcoin was actually running up as well. And I think it will be running up to the Alonzo hard fork. Will Alonzo have the same multiplier effect as Mary? I don't really think so because Mary basically went from like 20 cents to like $1.60, and you'd be talking about $1.20 to like $7, $8. I don't think that's going to happen, but I do think a doubling is definitely possible to about 250. Now, when will this pump happen? My guess is it's probably going to be it might start around the end of May because I think Alonzo is going to come at the end of Q1 towards June. Now, I could be wrong. If Alonzo comes in May, if they have a date set in May for Alonzo, then it's going to be probably April. So I would say like late April, early May is the most likely time for this Alonzo pump. Now, will Cardano basically stay constant until then? I don't really know. Maybe, but it'll definitely go up and down with Bitcoin, meaning that if Bitcoin gains, it will actually gain as well. I don't think at that time it will gain as much as Bitcoin or the other alts because it's had such a big pump lately. But once Alonzo gets close, it's going to pump majorly, in my opinion. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to stay, just even all the way across, besides moving with Bitcoin, because I think we've seen like at least two projects, Bondly and now this healthcare thing, move to Cardano from Ethereum. And I think as we get closer to Alonzo, more projects will actually announce. Will any of those projects be big ones? I'm not sure. But if any of those projects are big ones or involve big entities, Cardano might have like a little mini pump in that direction at that time. Charles Hoskinson seems to not want to actually reveal that, and he wants the partners themselves to reveal it, so it might actually take a little longer. But if any of those partners basically break the silence and announce that they're going to be on Cardano, that could be a big, big deal indeed. Because, if some big company, Fortune 500, Fortune 100 even, says they're actually going on Cardano Enterprise because Ethereum's too slow and they want to deploy right away once Alonzo hits, people will actually FOMO in on that. So I think there is some room for swing trading profits as those announcements happen. Now, I can't guarantee that any of those announcements will actually happen, but from the looks of it, I think it's fairly likely because there's been a few projects that have announced Cardano or Polkadot already. Polkadot's obviously the other dark horse. We don't really know what's going on with Dot because we don't really know when their parachain auction is. I'm assuming it's in Q2, but I can't really be sure. They might be entering the market with all their bells and whistles the same time Cardano is. But as you can see right now, Cardano does actually have more liquidity and it does actually have more trading volume, which means if usage and slippage is going to be much slower. Also, Cardano does not need smart contracts to actually deploy assets on its ecosystem because all assets on its ecosystem will actually be native assets. So the price action, I don't think it's going to get too hot, maybe until about a month or a month and a half before Alonzo hard fork, which I think is at the end of Q2. Except for a couple of large bumps, perhaps, if large companies or large partnerships emerge that will actually come over to Cardano from Ethereum. Obviously, the ERC20 converter that will launch with Alonzo will have a lot to do with that, but realistically, no big pump until about a month for Alonzo, except a couple of kind of like pump and dump events where you could actually cash in on swing trading because projects announce they're actually moving over to Cardano from Ethereum or just coming onto Cardano as a new project. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think, like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.